Welcome to stage 3. Quick recap on stage 1 and 2. In stage 1, we looked at the idea, which was collecting the riff, song title and melody. Then there was the subject, choosing subject that you will write about. Number 3 was the working title, of picking a title to simply just work with. In stage 2, we looked at the key, listing out all the chords in the key that you've chosen and having them beside you. We looked at the structure and mapping out each section of what exactly you wanted to say. Then we had creating content. From your list of working titles, we picked one, we typed it into Google Imagery and we set a 10-minute timer. And we wrote down exactly what we saw, taking into account the 6 keys of connection, which was taste, sight, touch, sound, smell and movement. For stage 3, we're going to look at rhyme pairs. Now, rhyme pairs is pretty straightforward. You may have an idea of how to rhyme, no problem at all, but what to do is from your creating content sheet, beside the last word of the sentence that you've written out, it could be remember, then write what the first thing that comes to your mind. Maybe December, November, or maybe what you want to do is pick something that isn't a perfect rhyme and maybe more of a near rhyme. An example for a near rhyme on the word November might be something like better. Still got that same kind of sound, but it isn't perfect. What you will find is that if you choose a perfect rhyme, it tends to be sounding a little bit cliche, but if you want to stay away from that, then experiment with all these different kind of sounding words. If you get a little bit stuck, then simply just use the technology and pick a rhyming dictionary, maybe hardback or even the computer. That's what I use. It's a lot easier. And then simply just go down all your sentences and right beside them a couple ideas. Now this is a timer. Set again another 10 minutes, and when that goes off, then that's you. Stop. Now we're going to look at creating a hook. Probably the most important thing, because that's what people are going to remember. A lot of people like to use the title of the song and repeat that. Other things that you can look at is the message that you want to get across. You may pick something out from the content gathering stage, or even sometimes something short or memorable, and simply just repeating it. This way, you're going to start to carve out a chorus and a hook and getting the message across exactly what you want to say. It doesn't need to necessarily be the lyrics. It could be a melody, it could be a riff, but most importantly is that you probably want to start thinking about repeating that hook, just so that it really stands out. The next section is going to be all about completing the structure around about your hook. So this is a point where you want to start kind of thinking about in each verse what you're wanting to say, and then simply start filling it out. Probably at this time have the creativity flowing, and you'll probably have lots of ideas that you want to get down. The hook itself is what the listener is going to remember. Like stage 1 and 2, there's simple tools that you can use to kind of start getting these ideas down, kick-starting the creativity. There is no rules for this. These are only things to help you move forward. You'll now start to find that you'll get little bits of inspiration that will pop down when you're maybe away from your workstation. So have that phone ready or that bit of paper ready to start writing this out. I hope you've enjoyed this. Come back for stage 3.